everyone, it's JJ, and I'm here to talk to you today about this little thing I used to do called reading for fun. Um, it has been a hot minute since I've read anything for fun. And I say it that way because, I work as a literary agent, I'm an editor, I'm a writer, right? I haven't had time recently. Well, okay, it's not that I haven't had time, it's that I haven't made time to read for fun. And the problem with that is that every time that I think about reading now, I just get a little sad because reading has become my work. So I'm going to aim to fix that and change that, and hopefully, maybe today, because it's snowing, maybe today I'll be able to just curl up with a book and see how far I can get because I want to read a book. But that mentality is something that I haven't been able to have in a very long time, simply because as a book reviewer, as an agent, as an editor, if I'm reading something, I'm usually trying to analyze it, determine what I like about it, what I don't like about it, if it's well written, if I appreciate what's going on in it, if it's reaching me, if I'm the right audience. There's all sorts of questions that are always in my head, and it's no longer just the case of, this is a fun book that I just want to read because these characters are intriguing and exciting. And that's something that used to happen to me with, all of the books that I read in high school. I mean, the classics I had to read. But back in high school, when I was reading, Hunger Games and Divergent, I allowed myself to just get swept up in the story, right? And I miss that so much. It has been a very long time since any book other than the one that I'm currently writing has just swept me up in a story, and that's only when I actually get sucked into the zone, as we writers refer to it as. Yeah, and that makes me kind of sad. The last book that I remember just wanting to binge was Annabelle Lee by Mike Napa. That's the last book that I've read for any purpose, or that the only purpose that I was reading it was just because I wanted to and I could enjoy it. So that was last March, I think. So maybe today I'm gonna change that and pick another book to read. But at the same time, I also think it's interesting that I can sit here and be knowledgeable in the publishing industry, be knowledgeable in writing, know what I'm talking about with editing and agenting and all of that stuff, but it has been a very long time since I've actually just sat down to read a book that was already published, that I don't have to worry about doing anything for, that I don't have to help publicize or something like that. And I think this is one of those things about allowing your passion and the things that you love and enjoy to become your work and your job that they don't really tell you. They say, do a job that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. But it also has the potential to shift the other way and make the things that you enjoy your work. Vice versa, because they get attached in your mind and they're connected. And I'm not sure how to fix that. I'm mostly just putting this thought out there for the internet to think about with me. And I mean, if you have any really good book suggestions that you read recently, put them in the comments. Can't tell you if or when I'll ever get to them, but I'm always looking for more book suggestions. That's the nature of the internal bookworm, I think. I have a few on my list, but I also feel kind of out of date with, the trendy things right now, so, because I'm thinking months in advance. I'm not thinking right now, here's the trend. I'm thinking in 6 months, this will be the trend because of what has been happening recently in the trends, and then I forget what the past trends were because I'm so focused on what's happening in the future. So if you have any good books that you think I would really enjoy, I'd love to hear about them. Or if you just also struggle with this, if you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I make this thing that I love my work, but also still love it? right? Because I don't dislike reading. It's just been a very long time since I've actually been able to allow a book to just sweep me away the way I want it to. So, maybe in 2020, I'll be able to allow books to sweep me off my feet again. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.